Hey, what's going on there, boys and girls? Rick here. Hey, look, I wanted to show you kind of something that I'm doing to run network Ethernet cable over to my RV barn. So let me show you outside here what I'm doing. So I have a pump company coming out to, excuse the wind if you guys hear that wind. It's pretty windy out here. So I have a pump company coming out to excavate a trench all the way from the corner, from the south side of the house over there, and they're going to trench across the lawn there, across the driveway over in here, and they're going to come in here and come underneath the wall here, underneath the concrete, and put a water line. They're going to tee into the water line that I have over on the south side of the building there, of the house. I have a water line going to that barn, and they're going to tee into that. That's going to be interesting how they do that. But while they are doing that, I am going to run a network cable, Ethernet Cat 6 cable, from the house over to this building because the Wi-Fi is very weak. I can get Wi-Fi. I have a network extender. I have a Nighthawk extender that extends the Wi-Fi, but it's really not that great. Sometimes it goes out, and I'm going to be having smart TVs in here, and I use Alexa quite a bit. So as it stands now, everything is insulated. You can see here I've got the insulating done, 6-inch of fiberglass behind that wrap, and behind the 6 inches of fiberglass I have 1.5 inches of the polyurethane board, or the polyfoam board, excuse me. So I'm getting ready to have this all tinned up. You can see here's the metal here. It's white. I'm gonna have somebody do it. I'm not gonna do it, I don't have the time. So this is all gonna be white. It's gonna look pretty much how it looks now. Pretty clean, pretty open. You see everything is done here down the walls here. There's all the trim and baseboard I'm going to need, and there's going to be heater up there like I mentioned before. So let me show you this trick that I'm doing. So I'm going to run about 230 to 250 feet of PVC. So once they trench it and they put the sand down for the water line, then that's when I'm going to go ahead and put my conduit down. But running the Ethernet cable through here is kind of tricky. So let me show you what I do. It's kind of a cool little trick here. So I make use of a vacuum and a thin line here. Let me show you. Let me get my, bear with me 1 second here. All right, this is what I do here. I got my shop vac right here hooked up with this adapter, okay? I got this hooked up to this here, and I have it, I'm simulating how I'm gonna do this. So you guys, you're gonna watch how I do this. So here I have roughly 240 feet of 3/4 conduit. If I went with 1 inch, I'm not sure how much suction I'd be able to get, but that's pretty much the line that I'm using this here. So let me show you what I got. Let me turn that vacuum on, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I got the vacuum set on remote, so let me turn that vacuum on. All right, so now there's air sucking through here, okay, through this 3/4 conduit. And what I did was I put a couple of bends, you know, a couple of 45s and a 90 at the end here to kind of simulate how I'm gonna come out the back. I'm assuming they're gonna trench right here against the fence and then diagonally go right over to the house. So let me show you how I get this, how I'm gonna run my Ethernet through this once this conduit is laid down into the trench. Let me show you guys. It's kind of cool. So this is roughly, I think, 240 feet, I believe. I think that's what it is. So let me show you here, guys. Excuse the mess here. All right. So they're going to trench through here. Now that's my well pump, okay? The well goes down here, 180 feet below the surface here. But I have water line and Ethernet, by the way, and cables going from that building into the basement here. You can see all the crap here. So let me show you what I do. I got this line out here roughly 240 feet. What I did was create a little parachute here, okay, with a little bit of plastic. We're going to suck this thing in here. There we go. That should be, got it caught around here. Get this out of there. There we go. All right. Okay. That should be near the end there, okay? Let's go see what it looks like. So now that I have that string in there, hopefully it's at the very end and not caught up in the middle somewhere, then I can just tie that to the cable and pull the cable through while it's in the trench to the underneath the basement. That way I can run my Ethernet. That'll provide this building with a very secure and solid network connection for devices. Let's go see what this looks like. Let me turn that vacuum off. All right, let's see what it looks like. Let's check. Well, we'll check at the end here. I was going to check. Oh, let's see what this looks like. Undo this here. And look at that. There it is, guys. Pretty neat trick. So I'm going to pull this back out. And once this is in the trench, I'll be able to do the same thing and run my Ethernet. So, all right, guys. Thought I'd share that with you. Talk to you later.